And here we are, grammar enthusiasts, and even those who aren't enthusiastic, to Luke Cage, known in the 70s as Power Man, hero for hire, but got more popular as just Luke Cage. So here we go. We're going to be covering some quick preposition, although it should be on something else. Ob plus ablatives, ob plus comparatives, adverb irregulars, adverb multo, degree of difference, conjunctions, and the diminutive. Everything you need to know. Here it comes. Ablative of separation. We saw this in Latin 1. Ob or a plus the ablative, place from which. However, with names of cities, towns, small islands, home, and earth, just like the add plus accusative limit phrase, just like locative, you are dealing with a separation phrase, having set out from Carthage, having returned from Cyprus. Now, there are also a separation phrase of verbs of abstaining, removing, relieving, excluding. Those also have an implicit ablative agent separation phrase. He liberated the citizens from fear. We defend from the ferocious Gauls. We are defended. So verbs of abstaining, removing, relieving, excluding. Here it comes. What a great image. All the citizens were or have been liberated, from fear. So you need an ablative separation phrase. Cincinnatus will depart tomorrow. Where? Domo. From home. Ablative separation phrase, names of cities, towns, small islands, home, and earth. All right, let's move on to the next part, which is ablative of comparisons. Ablative of comparisons. So when you have a comparative adjective or adverb, you will compare. You could just say it's quite eloquent, but if you want to compare it from one to another, you will use the ablative of separation or ablative of comparison without the ob. He is more eloquent than Caesar. You could also have a quam clause, right? When this occurs, two things are compared that must be in the same case. Caesar is less than Cicero. This is why Cicero is the same case as Caesar. Now, obviously, you're really dealing with a comparative clause. Then Caesar is understood est, but you don't see it. So there's really two clauses there, two for the price of one. Surely Brutus was more wise, comitibus, comparative, ablative, than his companions. Was Cassiopeia more beautiful, and of course more comparative, ablative, comparison, than the nymphs? That should be a long mark. Sometimes they don't occur in the old books. Here we go. Moving on to adverbs irregular. Going on long distance. So oftentimes you see an E for adverbs. Sometimes you see a ter for adverbs. Those are, generally speaking, formed off the adjective. Where were you yesterday? Things to memorize. Yesterday would be not Harry, would not hodie, that's today, hoc die. Not cross, procrastination, which you shouldn't do. It's yesterday, Harry. Antequam, before Rome was founded. So these are just simple vocabulary. Multo, called the ablative of degree of difference. When you have a comparative, you can use another ablative, not as a comparative phrase, but almost as an adverb. 1 foot longer than 1 foot, a little after, a little more. I would much more prefer it. And those you kind of see. So therefore, the Hojanchoris is much taller. The river the Nile is longer than the Padus by much. Ablative. Coordinating and diminutives. Coordinating conjunctions in Latin. Et, que, atque, piece of cake. Coordinating conjunctions, we have two together. These are Latin 1 right here, right? Et, both and, neck, neither nor, neque, neither nor, cum, tum, while, then, or while at the same time. You'll also see disjunctives. These are what you'll see more often in Latin 3 exam. Out, well, way, or see way. Out, either or. Well, we've seen that already. Well. Could also mean either or. See way, if or if. Out, well, ready for peace or war. Adversative, said, verum, autem, atque, but, autem, but. However, at, on the contrary, Tamen, however, these are all Latin ones. Ergo, igitur, therefore. They basically mean the same thing, don't they now? Causal, for, bing. So, well, either or, porcum puellum. What's that? That's an enclitic way. As the enclitic way says and, the enclitic way says or. And as always, you circle it and draw it to the beginning of the word. It's suffixed to. So, more Ukius was giving his guest pork or chicken. Boy, that sounds good. Some stir fry sounds great right now. Well, that's everything you have to worry about for Luke Cage. And until then, grammar fans and students of Latin, be zealous, be active, and be amazing.